Hi, Michael Bettine here with new product day for me and another review. Now what I've got is new versions of old product that I've been using for quite a few years now, so I want to do a comparison. Let's get this open. First off, new book. Can never have enough books. Translation State by Ann Leckie, one of my favorite sci-fi authors. If you haven't read her Ancillary Justice series, you're missing out on some of the best sci-fi ever. Really great stuff. And this takes place in the same universe. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Let's see what I've been looking for here. All right, from Vater, I have the Polyflex brush, which is a nylon brush. All right, and these are a remake of the old Regal Tip Collado Ultraflex brushes. Regal Tip, one of the original drumstick companies out there. Very innovative company. Unfortunately, they're out of business, but Joe Collado, the founder, was quite the inventive genius. He invented the nylon tip for the drumsticks. I believe he invented the nylon brushes and all kinds of other great innovations. So they've gone out of business, and unfortunately, a lot of things they make are not available. But the Polyflex, we'll compare it to the original. These are made by Vater, and these are from Vic Firth here. These are the Root 505, which I'm hoping will be a good replacement for the Collado Flairs, which I love a lot. All right, they feel similar, they look similar. It's a heavier nylon brush. So let's take a look at the original ones. We can compare. Got my stick bag here. Find them in here. All right, I don't want to dump the whole thing out. Here we go. I've had these for probably close to 30 years, both of these pair. So it shows you how things can last. Okay, first let's look at the Regal Tip Ultraflex versus the Vater Polyflex. Yeah, boy, they look almost identical. You can't tell them apart. I'm really glad about that because I love these and I only have the one pair. And I'd like to have one for on the road and one for here in the studio instead of having to keep digging out my mallets. And then I might forget them for a gig or something. But I love these on the gongs. Looks like the originals have a few more bristles in them. That shouldn't be too big a problem. Okay, now let's compare the Regal Tip Flairs with the Root 505 from Vic Firth. As you can see, these have a little O-ring on them, which you can move to allow them to spread out more, or you can keep it here where you've got a harder sound, especially if you're playing drums. But yeah, you can see there's a bit of a difference. So if we kind of move that O-ring down, these have been played for, like I said, about 30 years. So the brushes have widened, but they look to be about the same amount and pretty much identical. So I'm really happy with this. So let's try them out. We'll compare them both. First, the Flairs from Regal Tip. the Root 505s from Vic Firth. There will be a different sound because these aren't worn in like this. So it should be a little more compact sound. Yeah, you can tell there's a little more attack with these. They're a little more percussive because they're not spread out like this. And this is one thing that happens over time. You break in something like your mallets, your brushes and that, and they take a certain shape, and then you buy new ones and it's like, how many years is it going to take to get the new ones to become like the old ones? Okay, here's the original Regal Tip Ultraflex brushes. These are fabulous on drums, on frame drums, hand drums, and I do like them on the gongs. They're a little softer than the Flairs. And now the newer Polyflex. What I like about both of these, wooden handle. As a drum player, playing wooden drumsticks, I always preferred brushes with wooden handles because it felt more natural. These handles are just a little bit wider. Be interesting to count these, but there's definitely less bristles and I can notice the difference. They don't feel quite as solid, but I don't think that'll be a game changer at all. So there we go, new versus the old. Pretty much the same thing. So I'm happy that these are available again because they were out of production for quite a while, and I was worried once these were gone or lost or something, worn out, I'd never have a replacement. But these are great replacements. I'll put a link down below so you can check them out yourself. Thanks for watching.